Here, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Frankie J, back again with another episode of the Fantasy Blitz Show. So I got a quick one for y'all here. Just gonna go through our DFS picks for Week 1 Sunday games. So keep that in mind. It's only games on Sunday, alright? So if you got lineups that you want to put the Monday night game in, it might differ from what we got, but maybe y'all like some of these lineups and maybe y'all start them in, plug them in, and check them out, alright? Let's go check it out. All right, so for our first two lineups, we got my squad, of course, got Corey's squad, and we did two lineups on FanDuel. So some of you guys might use FanDuel, some of you guys might use DraftKings. So we got two for FanDuel and two for DraftKings. So So for my lineup, all right, I started off with Trevor Lawrence at 7,000. Now that's pretty good pricing point for him, especially against the matchup, which I think they're playing against Washington. So I like that matchup a lot. So I say, why not? Let's see what the Jaguars' offense looks like this year. So I'm taking an early shot on that. Then I went A.J. Dillon for 6,100. That's a steal against Minnesota. Might be a shootout, but it might come close where the running game may be able to hold the clock, slow the game down for y'all. So maybe A.J. Dillon gets me a couple touchdowns, hopefully. For my next running back, I got Travis Etienne. All right, he cost me 6,200. Also another cheap running back. I didn't go too crazy expensive on these running backs, but it's all to build up the rest of my team, all right? So once again, that matchup against Washington, let's see what the Jags got. Then for my first wide receiver, I got Rashard Bateman, 6,100, another cheap one. Right now, we'll see how it pans out for Baltimore, especially now with Lamar Jackson still not having a contract yet. So he might ball the fuck out this year and do it more than just on his legs. So Rashard Bateman's a high pick for me this week, especially against my Jets, as sad as that sounds. Next one, big money right here, 8,100 on Justin Jefferson. All right, once again, going back to what I said about A.J. Dillon and the Green Bay Packers. So it's Minnesota versus Green Bay. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Justin Jefferson may play that Cooper Kupp role of last year and may bring home that Triple Crown, but I don't know, but fuck it, let's try. Let's see what he does week 1. And then for my third wide receiver, I got Marquis Brown, 6,900, pretty decent pricing for him. Ertz might be on a snap count. Rondell Moore is hurt, and then obviously we have no D-Hop for 6 weeks, so Marquis Brown is going to be that number one target there. So definitely got to plug him in right there. Next, for the tight end, I'm with Travis Kelce, 8,000. Yeah, I hope you guys see how I divided up these all the money on each players, so I'm able to afford players like Justin Jefferson and Travis Kelce. So $8,000 for Kelce at my tight end. That's perfect. You really know Kelce is a target machine. And then for my flex, I got Michael Pittman, 7,200. Spend a little bit on him. I think he's my second highest wide receiver on my lineup. They're playing Houston. Let's see what Matt Ryan can do. We already see what he could do in Atlanta behind a shitty fucking offensive line. But now he's got a better offensive line. So let's check out what Michael Pittman does this week on week 1 against Houston. Then I went just Bengals defense, 4,400. I don't expect too much from them. So it was just like I wanted to spend every single dime I got left. So Bengals were there with 4,400. I said, why not? So that's going to be my lineup. Then we got Corey's lineup, all right? He went a different approach. You already see all those running backs he spent high on. But for his QB, he went Baker Mayfield. He 6,600. Maybe he's feeling like revenge game against Cleveland. Let's see what happens. Then he went Jonathan Taylor at 10,200 right there. That's a pricey boy right there against the Houston Texans. So I don't see why why wouldn't he have a great game? So that's definitely a great play right there. Derrick Henry, 9,700. So once again, he's going high on those running backs. But those two right there, I don't think you could go wrong. He also went Bateman at 6,100. Then he went Amon-Ra for 6,500. Let's see how he plays this week. I wanted to plug him in, but I don't know what Detroit's going to look like, so I figured I'd take 1 week to take a look at what they actually look like. Then he got his third wide receiver with Christian Kirk, 5,800. I guess he's playing that same matchup against Washington. His tight end, he went Austin Hooper at 4,900. So obviously he spent too high. I can't say too high, but a lot on his running backs. So he had to plug in a cheap tight end. He playing for Tennessee. Let's see if Tannehill will get him the ball. I actually don't mind that pick at all right there. That play right there kind of made me debating if I wanted to make another lineup with Austin Hooper in there, but whatever. Then the flex, he's got Damian Pierce. This one is definitely a flex on his part, I'll tell you that much. 5,400 against that Colts defense, which I think probably going to be like top 3 defense this year. But if he could break a couple loose, that might be a great play. And then he's got the Baltimore Ravens defense at 4,800. That one is self-explanatory. Against my Jets again. So why the hell not? Joe Flacco playing. They talk about revenge game for him. Nah, that's not happening. So let's go on to our DraftKings lineups, all right? For our DraftKings lineups, we've got Kevin's squad, and then we got my boy KT's squad. All right, these are 2 lineups that can be made on DraftKings. All right, so for Kevin's squad, he started with Jalen Hurts at 6,800. I actually like that play a lot. Aaron Jones at 67. Once again, high scoring game. Aaron Jones is probably going to get a lot of touches that game. So let's see. Alvin Kamara 7,600 against the Atlanta Falcons. Oh, yeah, that's a great play right there. Christian Kirk, everybody's playing that Jaguars matchup. Michael Thomas, 5,700. Now, this one scares me. Only reason why is because I have him in probably like 2 fantasy leagues, actually. And one of them, I had Alan Lazard, and obviously they say he's doubtful, so I had Michael Thomas to play, so I figured I'd put him in. But he's like still questionable, and if he does actually play, how much work is he getting? But if he's on the money, that's gonna be worth it. Marquis Brown, once again, target machine at 6,200. You got Logan Thomas. He had to go cheap with his tight end. Sheesh, Logan Thomas. I mean, against the Jags, let's see what happens, but I'm not a fan of that. Chris Olave, 4,500 at this flex. Once again, if Michael Thomas doesn't play, like is maybe on a snap count or doesn't play as much, Chris Olave is going to be a big play this week against Atlanta Falcons defense. What defense? Yeah. So why not play that? And then he went with Baltimore's defense. Everybody hating on my Jets. And then we got for KT squad, we got Kyler Murray at QB, 8,100. That's going to be a great game. So I like that play. DeAndre Swift, 6,100. Now, going into the season, I don't know how high I was on DeAndre Swift, so this week is going to show me if I should play him in more DFS leagues, but right now we're going to sit back and watch. Then he also got Aaron Jones at 67, so obviously everybody's liking that high-scoring matchup there out in Green Bay against Minnesota. Then he went Tyler Lockett, which is a little confusing. I don't get that pick, but we'll see what Geno can do. 5,300, why not? Devontae Adams, $7,000. Hey, that's gonna be another high-flying scoring game. And then Christian Kirk, everybody's playing that Jaguars matchup, so y'all better be paying attention. And if y'all making some DFS lineups, definitely play some Jaguars in that game. At tight end, he went Kyle Pitts at 5,100, and at his flex, he went Cordero Patterson at 4,200. Now, mind you, both of these guys, Kevin and KT, are Falcons fans. So Kevin didn't even play one Falcons. He played 2 players against his Falcons. And then while we got KT playing 2 Falcons, I don't know. We'll see. And then he's got Seattle's defense at $3,000. So there he had to go cheap, so he just did that. I mean, I don't like that either, but let's see. Let's see how that goes for him. All right, just to let you guys know, we're also making this a friendly wager amongst the four of us. So each week we make one lineup that we actually like the most. Some of us make a few lineups, but we pick the one lineup that we like the most and we plug it in every week. Now, whoever has the highest scoring lineup wins that week. So it's going to go throughout all 18 weeks, and at the 18th week, whoever has the most wins or the most weeks of high scoring wins that wager. What that wager is, we don't know yet. Probably going to be money, but knowing me, I'm going to try to make these motherfuckers do something embarrassing for y'all. So, there it is for our DFS lineups for week 1, Sunday games only. Remember y'all, only Sundays games. Alright? So once again, it's your boy Frankie J. I hope y'all like the content. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And it's the Fantasy Blitz Show. We out. Peace.